definitely a different backdrop than you're probably used to seeing, as you can tell. I'm actually in Lisbon, Portugal. This is my second full day here. I didn't record the first day and a half, just because I wanted to really just experience things for myself. So, hope you'll indulge me there. I think just with social media and content creation, there's all this pressure, especially when you're, traveling or something, to film everything, right? To constantly be gathering B-roll and like cinematic shots of like, the ocean or the skyline or whatever. I feel like when you do that, you just take away from your own ability to be present, right? Like if I was just constantly, every 5 or 10 minutes putting the camera down, walking in front of it, and then like sitting back down like this, I just feel like that defeats the purpose of why I'm here. It's like I came all the way out here to Portugal, to a different country, to just be present, to experience a different culture, a different way of life. And how am I supposed to do that when I'm constantly taking myself out of the moment by thinking about, oh my gosh, like this shot would look great, or, what can I do to spice up the shot? So, I definitely wanted to at least record a video, and I, I picked a great spot for one. I'm right by an apartment building with a barking dog, and I decided to shoot right next to a playground with screaming children. So, hope you forgive me there. I feel like just the past, gosh, call it month or so, March, end of February, I feel like I've just been in this sort of, I guess you want to call it slow period, right? Where I definitely came into 2023, full force. I was posting 2 videos a week, started my newsletter, and I really just had a lot of just sort of energy and momentum that I was really riding, a lot of excitement for the first half of 2023 to really try and, make some serious ground in this creative thing. But after a while, I feel like that level of output, you know, that cadence was becoming more, I guess, monotonous, more of like a should than a want, right? Where I feel like I was just going through the motions to try and get 2 videos out a week, and if I didn't, it was like, oh my gosh, I missed my quota as sort of like a production line worker. And I really took a conscious effort to pull back the past month and a half, and just take it slow. And it might not sound like a big deal, right? Just like, oh, like I'm gonna post one video a week instead of twice or whatever. But that is for me, because when I think about my life and kind of who I've been in the past, I would have definitely just made myself feel a little guilty. It's like, gosh, like, why are you not grinding? Why are you not, constantly working on your creative stuff like you said you would? But there are just so many days where I don't know if it's because I'm dieting or just the wear and tear of working a 9 to 5 on top of trying to balance all this creative stuff and having a life as well. Yes, I do have a life. It's just gotten a lot of times. And in the past, my self-talk would have been, you're not working hard enough, or you don't want this bad enough. But I'm trying to be more conscious of. There's a dog right in front of me. and shift that mindset. Oh, and now he literally just peed right in front of me. That's hilarious. That's hilarious. But I'm trying to shift that mindset more because that's really just a scarcity mindset where it's, oh, there's like a ticking clock for when I need to make all this happen or when I need to, you know, I guess reach the end point. But I feel like when you do that, when you're so focused on, the future and, where you want to be, you take away your ability to just be in the now and be in the present, right? And at the end of the day, I have faith that I'll make it happen. But at the same time, I feel like when you think too far ahead, it's more impractical than practical because that future isn't guaranteed, right? It's like I'm not guaranteed any more time than I have. And to spend it just, constantly rushing or, you know, pacing through life just to get B-roll shots and all that and not just enjoy this doesn't feel right to me. So the past couple of days, instead of just, you know, running around trying to film B-roll and get shots and all that, I've just been taking it in. I've been coming to local parks like this away from all of the tourists, been going to local restaurants that no one really ventures out to. And I'm not filming, I'm not slapping a camera down because I just want to be here. I just want to be present. I want to be able to take everything in without having to see it through a lens. Because so often, I mean, for many of us, for much of our lives, we're seeing life through a lens that isn't ours, made up of conditioning, baggage, and all that good stuff. So for me to be at a place now in my life where I'm able to, see things more clearly, to be more present, I'd be remiss if I just went back and did the same thing I'd done for 21 years of my life, excuse me. Dog's back now, oh my gosh. It's allowing me to just appreciate where I'm at in life and also just trust that no matter what happens, day by day, as long as I'm being my best self and doing what I can, right? Most importantly, just being my best self. Secondarily, doing what I can, then the growth will happen, the change will happen, and it'll happen without having to press fast forward. You can just hit play. So that was me rambling for a bit. Hopefully that makes sense. And I guess the message here is that if you feel like you're rushing in life right now, slow it down. Let yourself be present. And if you feel like you're too slow and you're not really growing, then that's okay too. Because everything will happen at its natural cadence, its natural rhythm. Life will play out the way it's meant to. It'll take care of itself with or without you resisting, with or without you speeding up. So just be yourself, be in the present, and enjoy life. That's all. Peace out.